Okay, the story of Kensington Football Club has officially begun, and honestly, it hasn't been a good start. First 3 games were all losses. We have not won a game yet, and the last 2 were 5-0 and then 5-1. So first-time manager Jack Rose needs to turn things around and do it very quickly because the media pressure is growing. When a star player like Matthew Rose starts a club, makes his father the manager, there's going to be a lot of pressure on him. So we got to start turning things around. And also, there are going to be some reinforcements brought in this episode for sure. One that I know you guys are going to like. So the support in episode 1 was absolutely insane. So once again, if you guys want to see this as a daily series, then drop a like down below. This is going to be a monster episode for us. Okay, first comment for left back position, I would suggest Prince Aining from Dortmund 2. I'm hoping that's how you pronounce that name. But yeah, we do need a left back, and this guy actually does look pretty good. Now, playing at Dortmund, I'm not sure we could buy him. As the next comment says, most small clubs loan in players to help the team for a short period of time, which is very true. We only have a budget of 2.5 million. So loanees are going to be very important, I think, for us in the early stages of the club. And I feel like Aining could be a good option to bring in on loan. Last one, since Matthew Rose had a great relationship with Cristiano Ronaldo and his son played for Wolves in the previous career mode, I think you should add CR7 Jr. to the team. Yeah, so Matthew Rose went to Ronaldo and tried to get him to invest in the club. Now, Ronaldo didn't say yes, but he also did not say no either. So there's potential in the future for Ronaldo to be an investor of the club. And I mean, maybe in that situation, CR7 Jr. could join us. It's a possibility. It's definitely something to think about. All right, but you guys saw it. 2-3 loss, 5-0 loss, and then 5-1 loss. I think we realized with this team, we're so low rated that we got to play a different style. Probably a bit more defensive, I think. And also, we need some reinforcements. So we're going to go talk to our director of football, Neil Wood. So we walk into his office and we tell him, so you said you found a player for us, a new reinforcement. And we ask, when is he getting here? And Neil Wood says very soon. He says, we have people in Portugal trying to get the paperwork finalized to bring him over to England. So he says that he thinks it'll take about a week or 2, but he's on his way. All right, but until then, our short list is now full of players that you guys have suggested in the comments, especially the ones that I also agreed with that made sense in this team as potential signings. Now, I think I would like to play a 5-2-3 for more defensive option or a 4-2-3-1 for more attacking. And I think either one of those we play. The 2 areas I see when you work in are that left back spot and also another box-to-box midfielder, I think, because we got Parsons, Gunnarsson. Other than that, our midfield options get very, very thin very quickly. Like we have cams, but we need like box-to-box midfielders. I think Santos, Kumalo, Mensah, Paris, we have enough forwards, so it should be midfield and defense we focus on in this first window. Now, Prince Aining is on a £430 a weekly wage, so we can definitely afford that if he accepts the loan, but I feel like he might not accept that loan move because we're so low in League 2. We're going to try it though, so we're going to approach to loan him because I do think he looks good. I mean, we could put a loan to buy just in case we have money, although I doubt it. Okay, wait, apparently they don't want to accept him on loan. Oh, they want no buy option. Okay, that makes sense. So no buy option, 1-year loan. We're paying £344 a week for him. Bro, Aining, your agent, you need to fire him. I'm fine with that. So now it's up to Aining to accept that loan move, which honestly, I feel like he might not. But you know what? We'll see. Now, another player that I really like the look of at left back is this guy. Now, I think his name is Christian Riquelme. It's either Riquelme, I'm not sure, but he does look pretty good. He's got good pace, acceleration, sprint speed, balance, and then he's got decent defensive stats to start. So I feel like he could be a very good left back in the future, only 18 years old. And now he is in our price range, but even at that value, that's still a big chunk of our budget. So we got to be smart. Also, a lot of very good options too, but I think we're going to think about it for a second. We're not going to rush into anything. So first game is Mansfield Town at home. Still in search of our very first win as a club. By the way, I saw some comments saying Sean Frost is washed. Someone called him the next Lukaku. Hey, the man hears the criticism, so he's looking to change that and prove that he's actually a good player still. So reinforcements are on the way, but oh man, it would be so nice to get our first win ever as a football club. So the first night game at the King's Garden sounds like a great time for our first win, right? And also, of course, I read all the comments. I saw a lot of comments asking like, where's this player? Where's that player? I only took over to the series the youth players, not regens, which more on that a little bit later. But first, let's get our first win. We need it desperately. Jack Rose needs it. Like we expected a tough start, but those last 2 games, it's not that we lost. It's the way we lost. Conceding 5 goals is just not okay. And also, we need to give Sean Frost a lot more service. That man had got like no chances in the last episode. Ramos up to Harrington in to Sean Frost. Frost gets it out to Paris, cross to John Frost. He almost just scored as the first shot of the game or episode. Samuel Paris, that is a great cross in. Frost gets to it. He's fighting 2 men for that. Still almost scores though. Okay, Samuel Paris. That was one of the worst corners I've ever seen. Mensah gets it over to Parsons. Parsons get it back to Mensah. I don't know why I'm going for this, but I am, and it honestly wasn't that bad. We need to get closer though. Hey, come on, it wasn't that bad of a shot. It was on target, almost on target. Now, I am not sure why this man has that much space. I think Gunnarsson came up and just left a hole in our defense. We're down 1-0. We are having some very strong defensive issues right now. Yeah, Gunnarsson stepped up and just left that hole there. I mean, he's not a center back, and I'm forcing him to play center back. I'm not sure about that either. All right, down 1-0, 16th minute, still a lot of game left, but it feels like a little bit more of the same. All right, trying to be more patient here. Parsons in to Sean Frost. He's in a turn. Tries to get a shot away, but can't. Bro, look how easy they get him behind us. We just can't catch him. Okay, Ramos makes tackle, but can't get the ball. And now this guy just drives forward and he just scores like we're not even there. We are 2-0 down. It's the same guy scored 2 goals against us already. I'll say it again. This is going to be our hardest series ever, and it's proven to be that clearly from the start. Oh, I just don't like the way the team is set up right now. I'm going to go to 4-2-3-1. We're going to try that because I feel like, I don't know. I don't like the way that felt at all. All right, 4-2-3-1 it is. Like, I am desperate right now for something. We played this in the first game. We lost. It was 3-2. We were actually in that game though, so maybe, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Like, our defenders just don't know how to mark. Like, they don't know how to stay in front of their man. Oh man, this might be the worst time to concede if they get a goal here, which would be terrible. That's going to be a cross shot. Bryant, good positioning, and we're going to clear it. Man, we have to fight for everything right now. Even like get possession back or anything, get a shot away. Halftime, and this has been extremely rough again. Now, after switching to the 4-2-1 though, I feel like the team feels a little bit more solid. I have faith, but I'm not sure today's going to be a first win. Bro, this Mansfield town, I was not expecting to be this good. They're working around us like we are Swiss cheese with all these holes. Gunnarsson, good block though. Ball down the middle. That's going to be a shot. And okay, Montoya kind of went early there, but I can't blame Montoya for that. 3-0 down, and it's more the same. It's just it's a through ball, and Cruz is just left flat-footed and no one gets to it. All right, Romero and then Kumalo are on. I'm just looking for like positives we can take from this. Like any flashes of just attacking prowess, defensive work. Ferreira just gets out muscled, and then Cruz is going to clear it. Even that, I don't like to see. Ball down the middle. Shot. Montoya makes a save there at least. Okay, Sean Frost. Good ball from, I believe, Kumalo. Now Frost cuts inside. He has no support whatsoever right now. Maybe he needs a strike partner up top. Like, I don't know. What I do know is this will probably get to 4. It's going to be 4-0. Okay, let's try the 4-4-2. We're 4-0 down. 15 minutes left. Why not? Paris. Oh, man. Kumalo was kind of in there, but can't reach him. Now, I saw some comments saying to lower the sliders, but I feel like we're a half-star team, and I know I can win on these sliders. Like, these are the same sliders we always play on. They're a little bit tougher, a tiny bit tougher, but I know we can win on them. It's just we are a pretty bad team, so it's going to be rough. That is the whole point of a road to glory. It's the start of the road, and there's absolutely no glory right now whatsoever. So at home, we lose 4-0 to Mansfield Town. I mean, it's not 5-0, so it's a little bit better, but oh man, we are in the struggle bus right now, and we need to figure things out. Okay, some good news. Aining has been loaned in. That is some very good news right there. I'm actually surprised. I thought he wouldn't want to come to us, but maybe he's a Matthew Rose fan. So honestly, I like Bryant, but 62-57, he's an upgrade at left back. That's all I can say. So we'll give him number 22, I guess, and he will go to left back spot. Now, I don't know what formation to play. I really don't know. I think last year in our Kensington series, we played the 5-2-3 and it worked for us in the first season, but I feel like right now it's just not working. Maybe 5-4-1 if everyone's maybe dropped back a little bit. We're gonna try that. Although honestly, I don't have much faith in it still. And also, I saw comments saying to like put development plans on the players. What I'm gonna do in this series is I'm not gonna put development plans in every player. If they play good, then I will. For example, Shola Mensa scored 2 goals in the last episode. So because of that, he's on a development plan, improving his skills. But I feel like the growth is very OP in FIFA, where if I just put him on all the players, everyone's gonna go like crazy. I want it to be a little bit more realistic in that terms. So that's how we're gonna do it to start. Man, that midfield spot is bothering me so much. Like, I really want a box-to-box mid who's like decent, and we got a lot here. We got Kyle Dempsey from Bolton. I mean, he does look very well-rounded, a player that I really like the look of. The value is a little bit high though, at 800,000, almost $1 million probably. One player that could be cheaper now, he's got a very unique name, Josabed. That is a very unique name, but he's 31 years old, 66 rated, and now he's a lot slower, but he is well-rounded, like 62 finishing as a midfielder. Defensive stats look good. Out of all the midfielders here, I feel like he might be the cheapest one and might have the most impact. So we're gonna try to see what we can do here. And this is the first time we're ever negotiating like a full transfer, a permanent transfer. So I'm gonna try 420,000, I think, to try with that. See what Malaga say to that offer. They want Rodrigo Ramos, not happening, but it sounds like we're close to their valuation for him. So let's try 485, take off Ramos. I feel like for a 66 rated center mid, I mean, 31 is not too old. They accept that. Almost 500K and he's well-rounded. I think we might be making our first ever signing at Kensington, a full transfer. If, of course, we get this wage figured out. Obviously, it'd be crucial. I feel like 66 for 400,000. I would totally do this, I think. Now, he only wants 3.4 thousand per week. That signing bonus hurts, though, so let's try and get that down a little bit if we can. Like, maybe 18.5 and then maybe like 3. See if we can do that. What does Josabed say to the offer? He wants a little bit more. Okay. Hey, work with me. I'm trying to be Mr. Krabs here. Work with me a little bit. 3.4. I will give you that much if you accept that. Oh, he still wants 3.8. Come on, meet me somewhere. 3.6. Meet me somewhere. You gotta show that you're willing to negotiate. He still wants 3.8. Okay, we gave Gunnarsson like what, almost 8 or 9? Oh man, you know what? I think it's worth it. I think we're gonna do it. So Jack Rose has made his first ever signing. I feel like for the Dempsey guy from Bolton, we'd have to pay like $1 million for him. Here, 400,000, almost 500,000. It's not bad. And this is our first official signing ever at Kensington Football Club. A transfer, a permanent transfer. I mean, hopefully he's good. So our new number 12, Joe Joseph. So he pretty much slots in the midfield, I feel like pretty decent. You know, 66. He's got good attacking stats, good defensive stats for this league. We're going to see if he's actually any good though. And also still see if we can get our first win ever as a club. This time against Colchester. So the player that Neil Wood found in Portugal is coming after this game. Let's see if we can get our first win before he gets here. Also, we're going to put in Slater for Ramos. We got to do that. And then I think I will play Kumalo for Paris and then Santos for Mensa. We're going to do that. Like, boys, this pressure is building. We need to get a win. Even a draw. I would take a draw. I would happily take a point here away from home. Now, we got a few rotations in, but I still feel like we still have a solid team. A lot of the main players, Montoya, good save. Almost a terrible start, though. Also, Aining's first game since being loaned in. All right, ball to Joseph. Joseph's first touch as a Kensington player. I like it. Slater gets it over to Parsons. Parsons. Okay, I saw Frost there. I tried to get it over. Parsons, chance to shoot. But, man, everyone is just so incredibly slow. Come on, I am so hungry for our first win. Joseph over to Ketso Kumalo. Kumalo gets it to Sean Frost. Holds it up. Gets it out wide to our new loan signing Aining. Crosses it in. Chance for a header. He almost got to it. Parsons gets it to Santos. Over to John Frost. Shot. Keeper is going to save it. That was better, though. We're liking the way that looked. Corner sent in by new signing Joseph. That's a header attempt. Rebound. We put it in. Okay, we tried to. Is that Cruz? I think that was the psychopath Cruz. Joseph in to Parsons. Parsons gets it over to Ketso Kumalo, and he drags it just a bit wide. Okay, very positive things I'm seeing, though. Very positive. 25 minutes in, I can easily say we've been the better team so far. And this pressure is just mounting. Joseph up to Sean Frost. Frost shot, and he sends it over the net. Boys, we need to get these shots on target. Make the keeper work. All that attacking we can, and let him come down the field and just score, which we do not. Ball in the box. This is where things get very dangerous. That's going to be a ball over. It's blocked, and Cruz got something on that. We're just going to clear it. They are coming right back, though. That's going to be... He's looking for the pass. We blocked the lane, at least. That's going to be a long shot. Oh, you got to be joking with me. That's how they score. We've had such a good start, but he scores just like an outside-the-box screamer. Oh, this hurts so bad. We've had such a good start, but he just has time and space, I guess. And oh, it's just a beautiful shot. That feels so like we're so hard done by. But that is football. We got to keep going, though. 42nd minute. We should be probably 2-0 up, but we're 1-0 down. Goes to bed. In to Sean Frost. Sean Frost. Oh, man. Our shooting is just so incredibly bad. And I do not know why. Probably we've created the most chances in this first half, though. So still, though, 1-0 down heading into the second half. Come on. We believe. We believe we can get a draw here. Our very first point in football. Oh, man. Ball into the box, and no one is marking this J dude. And he scores. It's 2-0. It is just so painful. Such a good start to the game. We're creating chances. Probably one of our best games, actually, of the season. The very early season. And then in the box, just no one is marking him. Parsons, where you at? 55th minute. It is 2-0 now. Like, I'm trying to be more patient, you know, but our defense is just so bad right now. I think our attack has actually been decent in this game. Kamalo into our new loan signing, Aining, and he scores. Okay, this game is 2-1. The left back from Borussia Dortmund, too, on his debut scores, and I guess we're back in this game out of nowhere. I believe it was Kamalo with a great pass and Aining. It's a very good finish. Was not expecting that from our left back. Okay, 2-1. Do we have a chance in this game? We got 30 minutes left. Please, don't score after we have a good positive moment. Don't score. Slater, good block. I like it. Okay, how do we not win that back? He was fouled. It's fine. Now, Frost and Rinse. I'm going to put Paris at striker, and then we're going to put, just leave that for now, because I feel like Paris might be a bit better than Aguilar. And Sean Frost is rinsed, so we're gonna do that. Now Kamalo's got space now. Okay, he just got fouled, I think, but plays it through to Samuel Paris. Can't find his feet though. He can't shoot. Kamalo plays another good pass in, but oh, Paris just got that dude behind him is like hounding him. Joseph wins that header. I like to see that. Now Paris plays it to Kamalo. Kamalo, chance to tie up the game, shoots, and keeper is gonna make the save. I needed that to go in. Joseph corner swung in. We got heads to it. No one gets to it. Oh, man, they might seal this. They might. Oh, gets to it. Montoya, save. Keeps us alive, but just barely. Kamalo, ball to... Okay, we got no options here, though. Gets it over to Parsons. Parsons, through ball to Aining. Aining, a chance to get us a point on his debut, and the keeper's gonna save it again. I can't believe it. Two chances from the same spot, two different players, and the keeper saves it. 89th minute, we got a corner. Goes to bed, whips it in. Looks good. Oh, no one can get to it, though. There was a rebound chance for someone. Is that the final chance of the game? It might be. Oh, it might be. Man, we deserved a point today. Absolutely deserved a point. This right here is our best game of the season, which is a positive we can take, but it's still going to be a big fat L away from home. And that one was so winnable. It's so hurtful. But you know what, positives? I like the way the team looked there. It was a much better game overall, so I'm not going to be too upset with that loss. We're about to get a reinforcement though, a very big one, because our new Portuguese talent has arrived. So we're meeting with him in our office. You know, a nice little welcome meeting. And we finally see him walk through the door. And some of you might recognize who this is. He says hi. His name is Fernão Rodriguez. And we tell him that a lot of people are excited to have you here at Kensington. Like, we've not had a great start, so maybe you're the player that can help give this team some energy to get us our first win. And Rodriguez says that he's happy to get his first chance in England. He's been stuck in the lower leagues of Portugal for a long time, and he's really excited for this first really big chance he's gotten. And we tell him that we are excited too. That is right, Fernão Rodriguez has joined Kensington FC. Now, probably the best player I used in FIFA 23 so far from our Wolves career mode. A lot of you guys wanted to see him in this series, so we have made it happen. So he's 64 rated. I feel like considering how good he was in our Wolves career mode, that's a pretty good starting rating. But still, his stats, nothing too crazy. It's still very much like a half-star team, like a little bit quickness and then pretty well-rounded like ball control, dribbling, finishing, free kicks. Now, he is literally the next Ronaldo. That was his playing style, the next CR7. So 27 years old, he gets his chance in England finally. And we're going to see if he's any good in this series like he was in the Wolves career mode. I am expecting some very big things. But now my issue is, how do we fit him into the team? Honestly, Paris, I really like him so much, but I feel like he hasn't set the world on fire. So I think Rodriguez takes that left wing spot. I think he does right now. We at least got to give him a chance to start. But oh man, the Sean Frost and Rodriguez combo might be deadly in this series. But okay, so Aining and then Rodriguez brought it in and Josebed. That's 3 new signings. We still have some money left over. The window is about to close. We got about 1.1 million left. Now, we can still loan in some players. Go try that, which I think, honestly, this guy Ashley Phillips from Blackburn. Now, he's 17 years old. We could try and loan him in. I feel like he'd be just not a bad player to have on the reserves of the bench. And we're going to see if we could do a loan to buy just in case he's actually really good. We want to buy him permanently. So 1 year loan move, fine with that. 344 pounds per week, I'm fine with that. And then 450,000 transfer fee, future transfer fee, that's fine. So now if he accepts that loan move, that could be a decent pickup too. Now I do like Riquelme, but I think since Aining actually looks pretty good, we might hold off on him for now. So trying to loan in Phillips, and I think one of the player I want to sign might be Luke Kundle from Swansea City. I mean, he's 20, he's young, he's got decent stats starting. He's a little bit quick, obviously does need a lot of work though, but he's pretty cheap. We can get him for maybe 400,000. If we could do that, I feel like that'd be worth it. So I feel like midfield's gonna be a very big problem for us. So let's try 400,000 and see what they say. They want Mensa. That is not happening. Let's try 415. Come on, Swansea. Work with me. 415. I feel like that's not a bad deal. That is, if his wages don't get too high, which he wants support and roll. I mean, he'd probably be a backup mid, so he probably would be. So basically, we've addressed the defense and the midfield if we bring in Phillips too on loan. So I feel like I like these signings. So 2.5 thousand per week. Shouldn't eat the budget too much. Come on, Luke Kundle, accept it. He does. That's a very young player we've brought in. Player for the future, maybe. It needs a lot of work, though. I like this signing, though. I think it's going to be a decent one. So now let's see if Phillips is loaned in, which I honestly hope he is, which it looks like he has. So Phillips has been loaned in. So defense and midfield both addressed in this first window. And also that buy clause, only 450,000. If he's good, he might find a place here permanently. Now, one more thing, Rodriguez. Now, I don't know what number to give him because all the good numbers are taken, I believe. Or wait, no, 7 is free. You know what? 7? What more perfect number than literally the next Ronaldo? All right, so Kundle will be, let's make him like 23, and then Phillips will be 24. I like those two. Okay, our squad is a little bit deeper. Now, still, the midfield is so like weak. Like in terms of box-to-box mids, we have Parsons, Josebed. Gunnarsson is really good as a center back, so I feel like he's probably better there, actually. And so we have Kundle and then Harrington. Like, could we loan in one more midfielder? I don't know. Okay, after thinking about it, I think we might be good for signings. We have like no money left anyways, or what we do have, I want to save for January, of course, and also youth scouts. So that might be it for transfers. Luke Kundle, Josebed, Rodriguez. We got Phillips. We got Aining. That's a decent amount of pickups for a team that needed it a lot. So I would say the squad is improved and we might be done with transfer business. So next game is Tranmere Rovers. This might be the longest I've ever gone without getting a win. We have 4 games, 4 losses, 4 goals scored, 14 conceded. We are in desperate need of a win. We're already 10 points off first. The only team that still doesn't have a point at least. So it's time for a few debuts, but the biggest one is going to be Fernão Rodriguez debut for Kensington. Also, I'm going to start Phillips over Cruz, and I think let's go Ketso Kamalo over Mensa. Let's try that. I feel like this game right here could be our first win. I'm feeling very optimistic. Come on, it's a beautiful day at the King's Garden. We got the sun out. We got Fernão Rodriguez, Phillips debut. This could be the day we get our first win. Even our first point, I would take that. Oh, that's such a bad pass by me. We can't start with that kind of pass. Ferreira, good interception. Saves me right there, actually. Now, for some reason, when Rodriguez is on the ball, it says Hardy. We're going to fix that later on, though, because it will say Rodriguez. Man, I am just terrified defending with this team. because I feel like I have no confidence in this team to defend whatsoever. Parsons, that gets through. We can't let him shoot though. Can't let him shoot. Goes out wide to Walker. I'm trying to block that pass. And then Gunnarsson, actually great defending there. Here, Rodrigo Ramos bombing forward. We got a cross to Sean Frost. Crossover Frost. You were there for that. He didn't even get to it though. Sean Frost through to Ketso Kamalo. Chance to go up 1-0. Kamalo shoots and Kamalo scores. The South African winger puts us up 1-0. That was a great chance right there. Great move. Sean Frost is like more like the facilitator right now. But Kamalo gets close to the goal. Great shot. Is that our first lead of the series? It might be our first actual lead. Come on, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm just so scared defending. 35th minute, Ketso Kamalo puts us up 1-0 though. Here, Rodriguez, I see you. Parsons, can you pass Rodriguez? Oh man, that was asking too much of Parsons. Rodriguez was so free though. Ramos up to Kamalo. Kamalo, get it to Parsons, over to Frost into Rodriguez. This chance is so ruined. Rodriguez keeps it though. Gets it out to Aining cross. We fought for that. Couldn't get to it. Chance for a rebound. Joseph brings it up. Parsons over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez shot. Keeper saves it. First shot for Rodriguez at Kensington though. Come on. 2-0 at halftime. I would love this. Corner sent in. It looks good. Balls to, oh, couldn't get ahead to it. It's going to be just 1-0. That looked like such a good chance. Still though, we have the lead at halftime. We have a chance for our first ever win thanks to Ketso Kamalo. And Rodrigo Ramos is having a great game. Oh no. Ball in the box though. No one closes him down. Shot, and Montoya does make the save near post though. Man, I don't want to lose this lead. Corner sent in. What a clearance by Rodriguez. Ball in the box though. Need to defend this shot. Montoya saves it. All right, Tranmere Rovers are making their push. Question is, can we withstand it? Rodriguez doing defensive work, not his job. Shot. Oh, Montoya. That shot did not look that good. Somehow they score that though. The score is 1-1 and I am in so much pain. I feel like this shot wasn't even that good. It's just like a random shot he finds space. Was it deflected? I don't even know. I think Phillips might have been in the way of Montoya's view of it. Oh man, they come out firing second half and it's 1-1. Boys, we need to have a response. All right, Aining, great run. Gets it to Parsons. Up to Rodriguez. Oh, Sean Frost. That was the weirdest attack. Those passing angles were so awkward. All right, first change has got to be, I got to get some fresh legs on the wing. It's going to be Santos for Kamalo. Kamalo's played good, but we need fresh legs. Come on, boys. Pereira, strong but clean tackle. Goes about into Sean Frost. Wait for Santos. Wait for Santos. Oh, it's good defending by Bristow though. Tommy Parsons, great steal. Come on, boys. We can seal this. Santos through ball to Frost. Gonna get to it. Frost gets to it, but he needs support though. Swings it back to the middle. Goes to Parsons. Parsons. Swinging to Santos. Santos. Oh, that first touch let him down so much. We are just so bad. Base down the middle. Parsons. Oh man, he got closed down. We're just so slow. Passing, our speed, everything is like snail pace. We got 5 minutes, you know. This might be our first point though if we can get it, which might be good enough for now. Okay, Rodriguez gonna go up top at striker, and then let's bring on Mensah on the left wing. Luke Kundal debut for Parsons. Let's do that. We got 2 minutes. I'm actually so scared here we're gonna lose this lead. Come on, boys. Let's get this point. I'll be happy with the point. Ramos, good tackle. We have fought incredibly hard for this point, but we can't lose it now. Ball in the box. Ramos gets to it. Now everyone relax. I think we have just gotten our first point. The ref blows whistle. Kensington have a point on the board. Oh, it should have been a win though. Of course they scored that one like wonder strike, but we have to fight like tooth and nail for these games. At least our first point of the season. And I feel like the team is slowly improving as a whole. Like we're playing better as a team. Oh man, this should have been our first win though. Let it be known though, Ketso Kamalo from South Africa, his goal earns Kensington their first point ever in the history of the football club. All right, so transfer window closes in 1 day. I'm pretty sure we're done. And now we got Wickham in the Papa John's trophy. Now I would sim this, but I don't want to sim until we get our first win. Like I would hate it if our first win is in a sim game ever. I want to win the first game for this team. So we're playing this game against Wickham in the Papa John's trophy. Could this be our first ever win in the history of the club? And also Rodriguez had a very quiet game, so maybe this one can come to life. So pretty much same starting 11. Kundal gets to start for Joseph. That's a change. Other than that, kind of the same team. Now Wickham, I'm not sure if they're up in League 1 or if they're still in League 2, but I mean they're our level, I would say. I mean probably better than us, but you know what I mean. Like they're lower league English football. So if we win here, it will be a valid first win in our history and also stay alive in the Papa John's trophy. All right, Wickham looking decent here, trying to get their first goal of the game, which against us is very likely. Man, I just hate how they just go through us so easily. Like my players are just standing still. That is a cross in, and of course they're gonna score. How many times has it happened where the team just crosses it in and someone free just volleys it in, doesn't even head it? Like he's unmarked. Like we got defenders there, they try to go for it, but he just gets to it first. We're 1-0 down. We fight and persevere though as a club. It's gonna be our slogan at some point. Frost, a good ball to Kamalo. Kamalo, do you have a long ball to Rodriguez? You know, once again, asking too much. Ramos into Kundal. Kundal seems like a very agile player compared to what we have in that squad. So I like that. Parsons shot, good save by the keeper. Okay, Rodriguez taking the corners. That one looks good. Okay, pass it out. Chance to shoot. And it's Kundo. I just spoke about him. That was a good shot, but it's also a good save. Corner, another one sent it by Rodriguez. That one looks good. And it's Gunnarsson, and this game is 1-1. The free agent signing, former Cardiff man, squares this game up, and we've actually scored another goal. Man, it feels so good to score. His goals have been hard to come by so far in the series. Rodriguez first assist, by the way, from the corner. Gunnarsson fought for that. I like to see that. Okay, 1-1, 37th minute. First win of the season. Hopes are back on. That is a cross in. Okay, if they would have scored that, I would have been very mad with my team. Ball is dragged back. These are the dangerous spots. There's not enough players here marking these midfielders top of the box. Not enough at all. And this guy's gonna shoot eventually, I think, but instead he's waiting. Herrera can't make the tackle. We are just like switching every single player. I hate this. Ref, blow the whistle, just blow it. That's gonna be a pass. Gets it over Parsons. Can we close this guy down? Can't get that pass, barely. And then that's a tackle. I am not sure what just happened there, and then they score again. So no one knows how to defend in this team. Like this, what is this thing right here? He gets a touch and he like falls over. Who is that? That was Phillips, who's actually been pretty good since coming on loan to us. But oh man, we are just so leaky at the back. And halftime, it's 2-1 instead of 1-1. It is just endless and endless pain right now. Once again, though, second half, we come out firing. We come out with positive attitude. We are never out of a game until it's over. John Frost through to Ferdinand Rodriguez. He might have the wrong name, but he has just scored his first goal ever for the club. Ferdinand Rodriguez. Okay, at a halftime, immediately we just ran by them like they weren't even there. Like everyone was asleep. Frost plays the through ball, and Rodriguez a little bit quicker than everyone. And then it's a very slow finish, but you know what? It's good enough. Oh man, our big new signing from Portugal has once again leveled this game, and we are loving to see that. If anything, I'm liking the fight I'm seeing from the squad right now. And honestly, this is a pretty good run. Ball over. It's going to be Kamalo into John Frost. He shoots. What's up with his finishing? He has good finishing, but his shooting is so off right now. Maybe he is the next Lukaku. I just don't like them attacking. I feel like we're going to concede every single time they come forward. Good save, Montoya, though. Okay, that is something that Frost is very good at. Obviously, the man is 6'4". Rodriguez trying to get to that. Can't quite get to it, though. So close to stealing it, actually. Parsons over the top to John Frost, and he's finally scored. The captain of the team, supposed to be our star player, finally on the board, and this game is 3-2. Great pass from Tommy Parsons. Could this be the first win? I am begging for a first win here. Finally, Sean Frost. That is the finishing we need from our number 9, our star striker, the captain of the team. Is the drought over for him? Oh man, 3-2. We've scored 3 goals in a game. That's nuts by itself. Come on, I can smell our first win. Oh no, they're passing good all of a sudden. Ferreira, great tackle. Frost gets it over to Kundo. Kundo, that is the agility we need. Rodriguez gives it to Kundo. Kundo driving forward over to Frost. Get it back to Kundo. Kundo, I don't know what to do with this. There's so many options. They're gonna go to Rodriguez. All right, people. Find the right pass into Frost. That should be the winner. Sean Frost has a brace, and that might be the first win ever in the history of Kensington Football Club. Okay, Luke Kundle did great there. Like, the patience was rewarded, and Sean Frost has 2 goals. I can't believe it. Okay, Kamalo off for Samuel Paris. That's the only change, though. 4-2. We got 15 minutes, and we're staring down our first ever win. Game is not done yet, though. Cross in the box. That should be cleared. Ferreira clears it. He's had a good game so far. Again, second half, I should say. Not really a good game, but a solid second half. That's shot. Kundle blocks it. Kundle has had a great game. John Frost through to Ferdinand Rodriguez. Does he have the stamina? He's going to try to cut inside. Plays it off because he doesn't. Kundle gets it back to him. Is he onside? He's going to shoot. Oh, he's offside. You know what? That was a great move, though. I'm happy about that. Even though he was offside, that was a great chance created. And there might be another one immediately. Rodriguez turns. Beautifully done. Gaining, finds Kundo. Okay, what is this? What is their defense doing? Oh, I just played it right to them. I don't know what that setup was. 89th minute, though. I think 4-2 might be enough to get it done. Despite our early struggles, we proved we can win on these sliders and win, like, convincingly. Like, second half, we were the better team here. We won the second half. What? Was it 3-0? I can't remember. I think it was 3-0. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shot. Phillips. Great block. Just get it out. Just clear that thing. Here we get one more chance. Frost gets it to Parsons. Parsons tries to flip it over Frost, but you know what? It's good enough. Wait, that's free kick. You know who our best free kick taker is now. It's going to be Mr. Ferdinand Rodriguez. If Ferdinand scores this will be incredible. Now, it is a little bit far out, but Ferdinand Rodriguez hits the first man. It's going to be a corner. I'm not mad about that. That's actually it. Ref blows the whistle. 4-2. First ever win at Kensington Football Club. The fans are going nuts. Jack Rose's first ever win as a manager, too. And oh, man, we had to fight for this one. Now, it's not a league win. Of course, it comes in the Papa John's Trophy. Of course, that's our first win. But I will take that. After so much struggle, we show signs of life as a football club. And hey, Rodriguez, 2 games, goal and an assist in those 2 games. He looks like he's going to be very impactful in this series as well. But man, Kamalo played so well in the episode. Frost came to life. Gunnarsson played well. That win is such a big boost for this team. So transfer deadline day, we're done. We're not making any more moves. So transfer window is shut. We're stuck with this team until January. But now this team has some life. And also Jack Rose, first ever win as a manager. And oh man, he needed it. So this League 2 season is going to be incredibly tough. You can see how many games we play. We play what, 46 games, right, in a season? This is going to be a long, grueling season. I don't know what we expect in terms of like where we finish in this league, but it seems like things are slowly improving. I'll say that. And also, it's time to hear from a familiar face. You know who I'm talking about. We get a call from our son, Matthew Rose. So Matthew says, congrats on your first win. We of course tell him thanks. And Matthew says, I was getting worried. I didn't want to have to fire my own dad. And then he laughs and says, I'm just kidding. And we're like, haha, that's very funny, Matthew. Now we do ask him about our budget though, only 2.5 million. Like, what's the future look like in terms of our budget? And Matthew says, for the first season, you know, we only sacking him our investors. He's trying to find other investors for the club, and he thinks he will find some. He's made some progress, but for now he thinks a healthy starting point is having a low budget and keeping things slow. But he does say that he's working on things. And we ask him, what about our youth scouting system? And Matthew says he actually has news about that him and Bukayo Saka, the owners of the club, have invested in youth scouts, and they're sending some our way soon. And they are elite youth scouts. We spent a lot of money on them. So Matthew says you need to figure out where you want to send them to officially start Kensington's Youth Academy, which that will be in the next episode. So if you enjoyed, drop a like, especially if you want this as a daily series. And as always, I hope you have a great day.